Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Oh, my. Yep. It's time. Alien disclosure. You knew it was coming. You knew the showdown was coming between the Christian narrative of the Bible and the ancient aliens version about aliens and the origin of man that we've listened to for Friday nights, every Friday night for 20 years on the History Channel. The showdown has finally come. I think we're going to win. Let me tell you all about that right now, okay? Welcome to the Coming Apocalypse. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. Of course, my new book's coming out, Trump versus the Beast, and chapter 7 in the book. Chapter 7 in the book is about the alien deception, and that's really what it is. Well, we've been talking about, look, I just did a webinar, okay? So if you want to get if you want to get your ticket to the webinar, all right, go to paulbegleyprophecy.com and order the latest webinar we just did called Alien Disclosure, okay? Right when you get there, you're going to see it. Just click it, get your ticket. We've had unbelievable speakers. And if you go and look at the webinars we've put on in the last 5 or 6 straight years, we've always had at least one, if not 2 alien webinars per year because we knew this alien disclosure issue was going to come to a head. Well, my good friend Bishop Larry Ragland is the one that looks like is going to be the guy that brings it to a head, whether he wanted to or not. And God bless him because he's speaking truth. Matter of fact, let me just say this. I love Bishop Larry Ragland. I was at his church just recently. We did a prophecy conference with all the guys that are in the controversial discussion right now. All of them were there, okay? Alan DeDeo, Tony Merkel, Joseph Z., Bishop Larry Ragland, myself, we were all part of this webinar. Great webinar, by the way, in which we openly discussed the alien disclosure and that it's time that the church steps up and tells what the truth is. The Word of God is the truth. We have to set the narrative. But I do want to say this without going any further into that, but I do want to read what I tweeted because I'm disappointed. There's already pastors who are tweeting on Twitter their position, and they are throwing, they're wimps. They're throwing us under the bus, okay? But I want it to go on record what I tweeted on behalf of this situation that has developed here in the last few hours, and that is this. I tweeted this. Bishop Larry Ragland is my friend. And he told me about this meeting a month ago while I was at his church for a prophecy conference. And although Congressman Eric Burleson did not explain the government's official statement, many of our Christian pastors have been discussing the ancient alien narrative about the human race coming from aliens. For 20 years, this has been the narrative on the History Channel. And it is time for the church to stand up and preach the truth. Creationism is the truth. Darwinism was and is a lie. And this new narrative that we came from ET or aliens is insane. God bless Bishop Larry Ragland. He's my good friend. And I mean, I will go to war with him anytime that he wants to go. And I stand with him in his great church, Solid Rock Church out of Birmingham, Alabama. And I stand with him and all the guys that were in that prophecy conference that you will see if you go over on Twitter. You will see there all kinds of stuff they're throwing up there about all of these guys. They are all excellent men of God. And they are brave enough, just like myself, to stand for the truth. We've held a lot of prophecy conferences. I've had Bishop Larry Ragland and many others on these different webinars, okay? On these different webinars. And they've, and I thank God for it. But it is important that the church has to set the narrative. And my wife's been saying that for a long time. She's saying, Paul, we've got to be the ones that set the narrative. We can't let the world, we can't let Disclosure Day by Steven Spielberg, we can't let him set the narrative. We can't let Ancient Aliens for 20 years, every Friday night, set the narrative. I have talked to L.A. Marzulli about this so many times, how that they're trying to set the narrative and the church has to set the narrative. We have to be the ones, and we are, and I am, and I have been. And matter of fact, my brand new book, well, actually, I talk about it in this book, Revelation 9:11, 2 years ago. I talk about this. I have a chapter in here. It's called Chapter 10 in this book. Fallen Angels, the Nephilim, UFOs, and the Great Deception. That was Chapter 10 in this book. But Troy Anderson and I even go a whole lot deeper into it in my new book coming out, Trump versus the Beast. We go into this in a big-time way in the entire chapter 7 in our book, Trump versus the Beast, where we take on this very subject. Guys, we were not seeded by E.T. E.T. is not my creator. E.T., aliens, extraterrestrials, fallen angels, none of these guys had anything to do with my and your existence. We were made in the image and likeness of God. We are his creation. We are the sons of God because we were created we are wonderfully and marvelously and wonderfully made, okay? We are God's creation, and we didn't come from anything else. We don't, and we're not ever going to claim that. Now, we're not saying that people don't have encounters. We're not saying that people haven't had encounters with entities, foreign entities that are not of the human race. We know we have. First of all, the Bible's filled with people having encounters with angels, okay? I don't like those horns over my head. We know people have had encounters with angels. We know people have had encounters with demons. We know that people get possessed with demons. Dr. Summerall taught on it all the time. There's what's called demon infestation, demon oppression, demon possession. There's demonic attacks all the time. Demons are real. Angels are real. And they come in and out of our dimension from different dimensions. But when you start talking about aliens, calling them extraterrestrials from another planet, some kind of other species, and especially if you want to say that they created us. No, we were made in the image and likeness of God. We believe in Genesis chapter 1, the entire creation. We believe in Genesis chapter 3, the seed war between the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent. We know there are reptilians. We know there are demons that have manifested on this earth. We know there's Leviathan, the serpent of the sea. We know there's Apollyon, the demon that comes out of the bottomless pit. We know that there's Lucifer, the fallen angel, and a band of demons. And we know we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places. So it's time that the church quits ignoring this. We can't ignore it no more. Please, guys, start preaching from the pulpits across America and the world that we came from God, that we were made in his image and we are his children, and we've been redeemed by the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And we understand this. And this lie that man came from some type of extraterrestrial from Mars or from some other galaxy. No, he did not. And but if the church sets silent, then the world will set the narrative. And that's what's been going on. And now here we go. Now all of a sudden everybody's going to beat up Bishop Larry Ragland. I'm not going to let you do it because I know the man's heart. I know who he is, and he's just speaking truth. The truth is, there's a war going on, a spiritual war for the truth. The truth is, we are God's children. And for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And I'm pretty disappointed because there's some guys just wanting to capitalize off of this controversy. All of a sudden, they're Johnny-come-latelys. They're going to show up at the 11th hour and going to give us their official position that they heard that there was a meeting. I don't want to hear about you tell me you heard there was a meeting. I want you to tell me which side you're on. And it's real simple. We're on the side of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And God bless Bishop Larry Ragland, and God bless Joseph Z, and God bless Alan Dadeo, and God bless Tony Merkel, and God bless L.A. Marzulli, and God bless the late Russ Dizdar, and God bless Steve Quayle, and God bless, and now my mind is, my mind's starting to slip here of all the guys I know that are just powerfully telling the truth. So stay on the firing line. Now, as we go forward, we do need you to know that there are people who are going to believe this great deception. They're going to take it hook, line, and sinker, okay? They're going to fall for it. Here's what I wrote. Like I said, I got my brand new book's coming out called Trump versus the Beast. If you want to pre-order the book, please do it right now. Go to Amazon.com and pre-order it. I put the link below. You can click it and get the book. But here's what I wrote on this subject. I wrote a whole chapter here on the fallen angels, the Nephilim, UFOs, and the Great Deception. And I told people that there was going to be this strange narrative that would be pushing and pushing and pushing to bring confusion. And there is no confusion, okay? There is no confusion. Tomorrow night, we expect to address this in a big way with Mike from the World. You guys know this. You guys are followers here. You know we've been talking about this for a long time. And so I'm just kind of glad it's now out on the table so that we can now we can get a lot more people into the conversation. And that conversation needs to be that the Bible's true. The Bible says, let God be true and every man a liar. There's no question about that, okay? So let's just keep looking up, for our redemption is drawing nigh. My book coming out, Missy D, it was supposed to come out May the 5th. They've now backed it off to late August. It's coming out in August. Apparently, they want to get it closer to the 2026 midterm elections. I think they want people to be a rush on it in those last 2 months before the election. I would like to have come out tomorrow if I could, but apparently that's it. Newsmax is my publisher, and they're going to bring the book out in late August. And so get ready for that. Go ahead and place your pre-orders today. And it's not only at Amazon. If you want to go get it, if you want to pre-order it at Barnes & Noble or Books A Million or Walmart or Target, you can go and order it from any of those guys as well. Matter of fact, let me just look and see how well it's doing, just because it's been doing pretty well considering it doesn't come out for months. And let's see what we got here. It is it's still number one new release in the category of prophecies. It's still number one new release. It's been there for about a week now. Is a number one new release under the category of prophecies, and it's ranked number 29 in the category of prophecies. And we say this ain't prophecy, Bible prophecy category. This is all prophecies, okay? It's number 29, and it's in the top 146,000 books at Amazon, when there's 40 million books at Amazon. So it's doing pretty well, considering it doesn't ship till late August, okay? But get your pre-order today and order 5 copies. You're going to need it. You're going to need a copy for yourself. You're going to need a highlighter because I got so many prophecies in it, so many great quotes from great speakers and preachers and authors, and tremendous information also from interviews from government officials to all over the place. I mean, we really do dig deep into this. It took us 2 years to write the book. It's being edited as we speak. Matter of fact, Troy and I are both involved in the editing process. There is going to be a audio book of it. I'm going to read the book, so they're going to be sending me to a studio soon to read it. It will not be read by AI. It will be read by me, and I look forward to reading it as the author, and it will come out. It'll be on Kindle. It'll be on hardback. It will be on audiobook, all of it, okay? So you check it all out. Wow. It's just crazy what's going on right now. Can I come right back here for a minute? And I'll be right back after this song. Great song. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time. And don't miss, tonight I'm going to be with Israel Hall on Getting Ready. We'll be doing the show tonight over at ffctv.church, so don't miss that. The Lord's on our side, and that's a fact. I remember the night I first gave my life to Jesus. I was lost and all alone and so undone. There were pieces of me here, pieces of me there, and I was so broken. Then I asked Jesus, can you put me back together again? And I know where I was then, I know where I am now. You came to me and you saved me and turned my life around. And I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. You know, this walk in life, it's full of many decisions. And we live with each and every one we make. But the best decision I ever made was when I asked the Lord, can you come and heal this broken man that I am? And I know where I was then, I know where I am now. He came to me and you saved me and turned my life around. And I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where to me and you saved me. You turned my life around, and I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. I know where I was then, Lord, and I know where I am now. Just a powerful song. It really, really is. I want to say I love Bishop Larry Ragland. He is one of the most powerful preachers I've ever heard in my life. He is the pastor of a great, great church in Birmingham, Alabama. I stand with him. I know this man is a man of great integrity. He's not afraid to stand on the truth. He is bold as a lion. He's written a brand new book that just came out called The Final Flood. And I got a copy of it right here. I've got a copy of his book right here. I hope it sells 1 million copies. The Final Flood. He takes on this very narrative. It's interesting how ancient supernatural technology, fallen angels, and taking your place in the Noah generation by Bishop Larry Ragland. And I'm proud of him. He's a great author. He's a great pastor. He has a great broadcast. He's a great friend. I've been preaching at we just did a prophecy conference at his church a month ago, and this is where he told me all about the meeting. Sat down, he told me all about this meeting and told me to keep it confidential, and I did. I haven't spoke about it for a whole month. I never said a word. Never said a word to anyone. Because when you tell me something to be and you want it confidential, that's where it will stay. When I saw the controversy and all the issue that came up here, it's not like he had, that we all knew this, but and he's been publicly open about it. Sometimes people take your words out of content, but I can say this man is a wonderful man. So you guys should get a copy of his book. And let me just say this, and I hope to be interviewing him soon, and we can talk about his book, The Final Flood. We can talk about it. But let me also say he is a great friend, a great, great friend. I go every year to his Elevate conference. And when I go, I stay for the whole conference. I go for all 4 days. Listen to all the speakers. I don't blow in and blow out like some folks do, and that's okay because everybody's busy. I ain't saying nothing negative about that. I'm just saying I make it a priority, though, that I want to be there for the whole Elevate conference because it's that good. It's that amazing, okay? It really, really is. But anyway, I want to say it one more time. Here's what I tweeted today. Heidi says, it's time for the pastors to step up. This ain't time to go hiding, guys. Don't go running. Don't go running and hiding in the bushes and the weeds. Stand up. We should have been out there. Most of you guys should have been out there a long time ago. So let's do it. Let's all lock arms together. If you preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and you know that we came from God, then don't be afraid to state your position. So let me, this is what I tweeted. This is what I tweeted. Matter of fact, why don't I just grab it and throw it in the chat? Here it is. Can I do that? I think I can. Yeah. Boom. Let's just throw it over here so you guys can see it for yourself, and I'll read it with you. There it is. Okay. That's what I tweeted at Pastor Begley, Paul Begley Prophecy, at Pastor Begley on Twitter. An hour ago, I tweeted, Bishop Larry Ragland is my friend. Okay, here it is. Here it goes. All right. Is that it? Yeah. Bishop Larry Ragland is my friend, and he told me about this meeting a month ago while I was at his church for a prophecy conference. And although Congressman Eric Burleson did not explain the government official statement Many of our Christian pastors have been discussing the ancient alien narrative about the human race coming from the aliens. For 20 years, this has been the narrative on the History Channel, and it is time for the church to stand up and preach the truth. Creationism is the truth. Darwinism was and is a lie. And this new narrative that we came from ET or aliens is insane. God bless Bishop Larry Ragland. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. God bless all of you. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. Be sure and get a copy of my book. Go pre-order it now. It's called Trump versus the Beast. And when you do it, you're going to be, I'm going to be so happy that you did, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a blessing to you. You think Revelation 9:11 was good? Wait till you read the sequel, Trump versus the Beast. Guys, I love all of you. I'll be back with more right here on The Coming Apocalypse.